Dr. Aphra issue 37 sees Aphra awaken from a nightmare about the time Vader blew her out of an airlock. Velada knows that this was one of her Vader dreams, saying the airlock one is the worst one so far. Velada tells her it's lucky it's time to get up since their shift starts in 20 minutes. Getting up, the women go to their respective jobs aboard the Super Star Destroyer Executor, which is busy firing probe droids out into the Arcanus sector. Aphra arrives at the archaeological consultant job she's been given, where General Veers tells the scientists that Project Swarm is taking too long and he wants results. Aphra speaks out of turn, resulting in Veers shocking her with her implant. Veers says that Project Swarm has launched 100,000 probe droids, and Professor Ood has a theory about the rebels using lost cities and temples as bases, but Aphra knows that they aren't dumb enough to try that again. Veers hopes that she is wrong since she received this position as a reward for saving the Emperor, and her usefulness depends on her identifying hidden traces of civilizations, and being on the Executor, the only way to survive is to be useful. Aphra spies Vader walking down one of the hallways, and disobeying Professor Ood, she leaves to confront him, awkwardly trying to say that what happened between them is water under the bridge. She mentions Luke Skywalker and she is force pushed into a wall because of it. Vader leaves and Velada arrives, telling her to stop as Professor Ood tells Velada to get back to cleaning duties, as he tells Aphra to learn her place since her credentials are questionable and her work is sloppy, and that won't save her from Vader choking the life out of her. She says that she can find the base and get commendations and medals, but Ood says she might be too late since he's found the base already. Looking over the plans, Aphra says that the architectural footprint is totally wrong, as Veers learns that a Viper droid found it in the Cartovian formation on the Ash Moon. Ood reveals that a millennia-old structure is on the moon and has a considerable energy use and weapon signature. Aphra doesn't buy any of this, since it's an Isopter death shrine, so the energy is from all the blasters they fire into the sky during their rituals, and the traps they have are protecting the place use energy. Veers wants a ground crew to prepare to go, and Aphra definitely wants to be part of it, even saying that it's totally the rebel base. Later on at the Ash Moon 1, the team finds the cave and find it is just indeed an Isopter death shrine. As the troopers use the pilgrims as target practice, Professor Ood says to Aphra he doesn't care for the rebels and is using this project to find archaeological sites like the shrine, but he doesn't think Aphra's small mind can comprehend any of this and all of the secrets that they will find. Velada calls the man a nerf botherer, but Aphra knows that he's worse since he's got principles. Aphra tries to guilt Velada into doing her a favor, getting the young woman to accidentally press an activation button of a trap when Ood puts his head into a carving. The head activates, crunching down on the professor and killing him, but a trapdoor opens under Velada. Viz and his men arrive, and Aphra acts like the professor did this to himself since he was inexperienced in field work, and that now means that she is in charge of the team. Suddenly an armored man rushes them from within the temple, telling them to leave this place, and he has Jedi mind powers. Veers merely hits the man on the head, knocking him out and learning the man has rebel issued equipment, so he will be of use in interrogation. Aphra tells them that everything is cleared up here and they can leave, as Velada calls out from her trapdoor. On the Executor, Aphra is sent to Vader to tell him about the prisoner who has been captured. Aphra again mentions Skywalker because of the Jedi mind tricks the helmeted man talked about, so Vader storms past her, telling her to come with her to the interrogation, and soon he begins to choke the prisoner, wanting to know where the rebel base is. The man begins speaking in an alien language, and Aphra knows it's a Jedi apothegm. As the interrogation continues, the man's helmet is removed, and Aphra is shocked to learn that it is her father. Dr. Aphra issue 37 started a new short arc as we enter the endgame for Aphra. I love how the book has kind of come full circle with her back to working for the Empire and Vader, and now it's tying up into the Empire finding the Hoth base from Empire Strikes Back. This issue was a lot of fun as it saw us get back to basic tomb raiding stuff with Aphra, and was great watching her scheme and pull off some nefarious plans of her own to get herself in a position of power, only for her father to show back up, which definitely throws a bit of a hydro spanner into the works, and I'm intrigued to see the payoff with that. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.